Hey there, Dominance. It's me, your boy. Let's see if Twitch wants to act up.
Next to the checkpoint. Show them your trader's pass.
Juicy pear.
We end up doing most of the last session offline because Twitch and my computer were just really not getting along. All we did was side quests. We did do a pretty gnarly S rank hunt. That's like towards the end of the last session. I do recommend checking at least that out. But you really didn't miss much on the story front. We're trying to get through that gate. And we had to go through this whole tedious quest of chasing down these kids and kicking some guy's ass to get his pass back so that way Goots and the rest of us could get through the gate.
Here you are, good.
That's almost the entire story from yesterday.
You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo, too.
So should you, Hunter. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Mizelle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the Stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it, then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gill.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness.
Oh, I hate her so much.
Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
Oh, it's an illegal flashbang, my guy.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
That's not the question, though.
Thank you.
He's seeking your counsel.
This is my decree. for their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
Yo, let's go. God, I hope I don't find a reason to hate him later.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
And they're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
Yeah, I think, like, the Stolas thing, like, carrier pigeons and stuff absolutely makes sense, but the visual of them, like, doing that little, like, chant or spell, and then the bird's eyes rolling into the back of its head or whatever, that's fucking wild.
What is it, boy?
It's me after Taco Bell.
What's happening?
I don't know. Torgal! This way.
We're playing Assassin's Creed now, boys.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Guard, watchman, or sentry is to be slain on sight, but spare the citizenry. His Highness's order.
Those were Imperial Dragoons.
The only thing I don't like about Dion's plan, well, yes, I want him to kill the shit out of her, is, but like, it's also gonna completely prove her right and give his father no reason to ever believe him or even keep him alive.
Let's go and see.
Right. first we find Goots.
I just hope he's all right.
You there! Identify yourself!
Do we have to?
My thoughts exactly. Straight down.
Around! Quickly! Cut them down!
Nope. Thanks, Jill.
Slow. There's no doubt about it. They're dragoons. What is this then? A civil war?
Like, the optimist in me is like, well, Annabelle fucked around and now Annabelle's finding out. But since we weren't directly involved in this, there's no way this is gonna work.
Never thought I'd be glad to fall into a sewer.
Ward secured, Captain. None of the Emperor's forces remain. Gather the men! We press on to the council chamber. Yes, Captain. What of the men and women in the mine? The evacuation is complete, Captain. Good. Then all that remains is to dethrone the Pretender.
So they're launching this specifically against Oliver.
Let's go.
Yes, Clive.
Ah, a goods lift.
I like how you didn't ride up with Jill, Torgal. And yet there they are.
Where in Gregor's name did you come from?
Also pulled that move from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Revelations.
Nice try.
Till my it's over.
Good brownie. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 12 too, just not really online or anything. I made some good progress today. Ow! Ow! Blind rats. I couldn't get around behind him.
Damn it. We'll have to find a way around.
Maybe where all the lights are? No. Ah. Ooh, that crackle is... It was there. I feel like I get more bang out of my buck having the potions be higher value instead of high potions. So the fact that it's giving us a high potion...
Hold on, kids. We're coming.
Did a reset to try to clear up that audio a little bit. Man, that was getting gnarly. See, my Assassin's Creed brain was like, well, I'll go up to the top of this building.
Who goes there? In the prince's name, none shall pass.
Ow! I'll deal with you in a minute. That's pretty easy, to be honest.
Enemies on the ramparts! Kill them!
Feels about time for a boss fight. So I feel like those dragoons were supposed to be mini bosses. Look at how big this area is.
store for us.
Get ready to move. Too slow. Nice try.
Ugh. I just had to keep dodging.
Well done, Tor.
A little bit of health back. Lock on camera, you are failing hard right now. Man, I spend so much time having to dodge shit. That's so much shit to keep track of. Oh, I canceled out of my own move? Lame. We're already out of stagger? Oh shit. Alright. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. There's not like an easy way to back out of those.
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
See, it's this big fucking game of keep away.
Nice try.
I didn't like that fight. It wasn't necessarily difficult except for when it was throwing every attack out at once. That got a little hard. But, it's just really annoying. Like, I felt like I had no way to really keep up with my uptime.
Over here, Clive!
Oh, you were just watching.
You's alright?
Goods, there you are.
I didn't know there'd be a dragon.
All right, let's get out of here.
Oh!
What now?
Is that Mother Crystal's heart?
What the hell is it doing up there? Bahamut.
Is he gonna do some of our job for us? That wasn't our job.
Your Highness, don't do this.
We must leave. Now, Your Grace. I beg of you.
This is not what he wanted. Something's happened. Forgive me, Yot, but I must put a stop to this.
Your Grace!
So, what do we do now then?
We destroy the heart.
We might come back.
As soon as the flames die down, the Imperials and the Dalmex will move in. This may be our only chance.
And Bahamut has gone for now. You should get as far away as you can, Goots.
What?
And leave you lot in the lurch? I can't do that. If you're staying, then so am I. I packed everything up before I made a run for it, so if there's out yous need, just ask. But I won't be giving it away for free. Nan'd never forgive us if I did.
Thank you, Goots.
Oh,
Do yous need out? I've got some good stuff for yous.
oh, you just buy a diamond sword. Yeah.
Righto, here you go. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll stop.
You've got everything you need then.
Yeah, it's not worth doing. Almost. But still not really worth. Yeah, it's not a big enough jump for me to say, okay, I'll take the hit.
It's all done then, no?
It's all done then,
You be brave now, boy.
Drake's tail is right there, Clive. It's time to free Storm from the Crystal's curse.
Oh, it's past time. But remember, Bahamut is still out there.
And I dare say we'll be seeing him again before the night is done. No more roads.
We'll have to find our own path.
Do you feel that, Clive?
Ether. Just what we need. Another flood.
It's already turning.
Then there's no reason to hold back.
no more buffs for you. There'll be more than two. Now that I can pay attention to you. We went hog shit wild. We're getting close to that 50K goal. I don't think I can get any more damage out of these. Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Is that the Phoenix?
Joshua! What is he doing?
Keeping the Harmon occupied.
Joshua! Joshua!
Don't, Clive. It's too dangerous.
Fuck. Hold on, Joshua. I'm coming!
Man.
We have to save him.
And we will. We just need to keep moving.
Them again. Not now.
Too slow.
What was that?
Bahamut. He'll kill us all.
There he is. Joshua! I'm here, brother!
Clive. He can't hear you.
Joshua!
They're heading for the heart.
Then so should we.
Okay, the first one was kind of like whatever, sure, but like getting hit by a second one from off screen. Well, Who's the motherfucker that's doing all the casting? Well, whoever it was ain't doing it anymore. Where the hell am I going? There. I figured that would have been a potion.
We don't have time for this!
Nice try.
Those are fart noises of disapproval.
Well done.
I assume this is the way.
Are those the council chambers? How are they still standing?
I don't know.
He'll be all right, Clive. He's a survivor.
We're getting close. It looks like somebody doesn't want us getting any closer.
I don't care what it wants.
Neither do I.
I misjudged that one. And that one. Man, I thought I had it that time. Ugh. get the dodge timing down. That was me being bad. Ugh. I got punished for that. This will buy me time. That was a little hard, but that did get mostly easier as that fight went on. It took me longer than I would like to learn the dodge timing for a lot of that.
These beasts, they're getting stronger.
We can think about them later. Right now, there's only one thing we need to focus on.
Josh.
The heart.
I was gonna say Joshua. But sure, the heart. I should clarify, I'm saying that as Clive. I the more kind of pragmatic approach. let's go after the heart.
We might be able to get up through the building.
It's worth a try.
Quiet. There's someone up there.
Was it your mom?
Is someone there?
Yo!
Mother.
It's you.
What happened here?
He tried to take him from me. Oh, my boy.
Normally I'm not an advocate for matricide, but
Darling boy.
Is this the child you made with the Emperor? Why, Mother? Why did you betray us all?
You have no right.
Answer him.
We took you in, savage. Show some respect for those who raised you.
you kind of stabbed us in the back. Fuck you.
Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the Blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people. It is to protect the source of his sovereignty. The noble blood that runs in his family's veins. So long as this bloodline remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him, I did my duty. I preserved my line. I bore a son of the noblest blood, to whom the whole world might kneel. That is why I gave Rosaria to Sambrek, that I might join my line with the Lesages and birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix!
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing. You were always your father's son, so very strong and bold and daring, and yet you failed to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted 1/10 of your strength? Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the son of a concubine, and my own, not long for this world. The shame of it! The shame of being slandered by one's inferiors! How could you ever know how that feels? It should have been you! Why didn't the Phoenix choose you?
Joshua's every waking moment was spent trying to shoulder the burden that you and the Phoenix and the Duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield. To help bear the weight. But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood and surrendered your son to his fate!
Please kill this bitch.
My darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared. Why did you survive? When the only one I truly cared
Ooh! Ooh!
What? Have you not looked out of the window? Joshua is here! The Phoenix lives on! He's battling Bahamut as we speak!
He was like, you stupid bitch. There, you don't even have to look out the window. He came here.
Joshua! Wake up! I am a shield of Rosaria. And I will do my duty.
Yo, let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Granted, I wish we weren't fighting Dion like this, but still, damn. You know he's already that boy.
Ifrit.
Clive.
Joshua.
Clive!
Fuck yeah! Let's go! Let me say that the hypest part of this is being able to show his stupid fucking mother how abso-dog-shit-lutely wrong she was this whole fucking time. Sucks for Dion, though. I'd like to know what changed between earlier today and now. Oh, get the fuck out of here. I swear, you all come in at the worst fucking times with this shit. Can't move that fast. I feel so sluggish. We get in a fight together. Let's go.
Leave my brother alone!
We've learned Spitflare.
Or face the consequences.
Oh, we have to aim that. Oh, man. I hate that. Joshua can, though. One thing Joshua I don't think quite realizes about Ifrit, though, is that, like, we're really fucking durable. Like, stupidly durable. Clive's fine.
I'll come back for you.
Oh, we get to play as Joshua. Considering I have to aim and move with the same button, I think you can just hope to not take much damage through that.
Your Highness, stop this! Please think of your people!
It's hard to get like an accurate depth perception on that. Yeah, see, I actually prefer those being shot faster. Because I know when I see it, I need to dodge, versus prior, like, you've got a couple seconds, and it just kind of lingers there. Ooh. I hate Mega Flare because I feel like you can't dodge everything. And then I go and do it. Okay. Make a liar out of me. That's fine. Oh, fuck. Get our button mashed on.
Those things are drawing in more ether than I've ever seen.
Distractions. Man, why can't we just hold a button to shoot? HP don't give a fuck about your fingers. Clive's got to come in for this. Yeah.
Clive! Thank the Founder!
It's now or never, Joshua.
Are you gonna play keep away the whole time?
Thank you, brother.
I gotta say though, Bahamut's a bad motherfucker. He always is in every Final Fantasy game. But the fact that he's comfortably fighting two icons at once. Oh! 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 Fuck yeah, let's go! A pyro salt. It's playing keep away. This shit isn't fun. Not in a game like this.
feel sure.
Let me clarify. This fight is fun as hell, but this segment of the game, not just this fight, but leading up to this point, it's been a lot of like, oh, well, let's make sure that we stay out of the player's reach. And I just it's irritating. You finally came down. Come on. Honestly, I forgot I had a range attack. So I never use it as ranged. Let me get to you. For that. I forgot that's a charge. $2.3 million damage. Yeah, we're gonna have to help him out. Yeah, I think I can catch it before that came through. Oh, we leveled up. Go us.
What now?
Ah, you're gonna get him a snack out of the fridge.
This is drinking the ether.
We have to stop him.
They ain't gonna do shit.
I'm here.
This guy, yeah.
stronger than this. Come on, Ifrit. Show us your true power.
Ooh, there's some fucking screenshots. Did we just combine into like a mega icon? This fucking Power Rangers shit, and I'm here for it.
If we become one, it's not enough. We can do it, Clive. We can. We will. Together.
Now we got a space kaiju battle. Let's go.
Are you ready? Ready!
All right. Why is that not?
How can we hope to match such power?
By trusting in our own.
There, I can literally instant transmission to your face. This keep away bullshit ends. Hello. Yeah, we didn't have any gas in the tank. We're literally having a fucking Space Power Rangers kaiju battle, and I'm fucking here for it. I'm behind the attack. I was behind it! You missed by probably several hundred miles. I was going to say, we haven't seen Terror Flare, we don't want to. Giga Flare is bad enough. My hand wore out. Zeta Flare! Fuck you, Donald Duck!
Not today. Come on, Joshua! This ends now!
That, I think, is the first time a Zeta level attack has happened in an actual Final Fantasy game. I could be wrong on that, but I don't recall seeing it in any mainline games up to this point. But I know Donald Duck, of all people, could do it in Kingdom Hearts. Man, what a fucking fight. We lost our fusion. Bitch slap at Crystal. Yo, Dion's a bad motherfucker. Yeah, we both had our agendas.
Joshua! Clive!
Aww.
My brother. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're alive. We both are. Nothing else matters.
I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Now, Joshua's been kind of dodging you, though.
Reunited at last.
Jill.
Oh yeah, what up, Annabelle, you bitch?
This is for my father.
Good. Yeah.
It is done. The demon that would tear our house apart is no more. Father.
I don't get it though. Why did he want to blow up everything? Was he just so overcome with rage?
It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave.
No. Wait. I owe him a debt.
Fine.
Oh, we're gonna leech his shit though first.
You there.
Don't reinforce the walls. Report, Captain.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
We're hearing reports of rebel
Madness is this, Dion.
throughout the neighboring districts.
Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. City can wait.
Don't dally, man. Go!
Your Radiance.
And I want you to find out if Dalmec's movements.
By the light! Dion, have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once!
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me?
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Not another word, Dion.
Oh, I'm gonna say a bunch of words.
The Though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the master loses the power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your emperor? Guards! Take him!
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the mother crystals crumble one by one, and the blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself. Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build.
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world.
The little shit speaks.
Claim Valisthea for me, brother.
Oh. That's where all that blood came from. And hey, there was fratricide in this game after all. Just not when I thought.
Gods! Gods!
That's why he went ape shit.
Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would.
I'm so glad this little shit's dead.
And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Okay. I trusted Dion anyways, but he's absolved of guilt.
Not again. Brother? It's a long story.
Oh, what about that bitch?
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
Not like this. I wanted to eat that bitch in the space myself. Boo. I wonder how traumatizing that would be for them.
Mother.
Seeing their own mother take their life because her past finally came back to bite her in the ass. Because it's plain she was not a good person. She was pretty fucking far from being a good person. Oh shit, we get an airlift out of here? Hell yeah.
If it is consciousness that weaves your wills together, consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others, then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place. By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Relax, Your Majesty. Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
If that is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures. Gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness.
The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The sons of fire were united at last, and for but a moment their flame burned bright. Soon, Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew, and so we bid you. Find Muthos, and sever every one.
To destroy that which has no physical form, you ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos, and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours.
Who's that? Oh.
Mother.
You know, why couldn't Ultimate just look like that normally instead of Tommy Wiseau?
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never-ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
So I've had the sky changing colors spoiled for me, unfortunately.
Taya won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
I would say, I mean, we already have a Phoenix, and I'm gonna wager one of these Jill, maybe Jill and Barnabas. Yo, it's me after Taco Bell. Something's coming out my butt. I will forever use that joke.
see the pair that
Hey, he beats me that okay.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Yeah.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Wow. Okay.
Finished, are you?
What do you got for me?
What do you want?
Yes.
Should last you a good while.
I'm not wasting meteorites on that. Even though I have quite a few.
That it? Fine.
Man, people made the sky sound like it was going to be obnoxious.
Did you see that?
Sure.
Tell me you saw that.
It doesn't look good. But it's not as obnoxious as I thought. They made it sound like it was like Grimace just fucking skeeted everywhere.
Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Close to our next one. Had a little bit of a hike
All done?
to get to that next one. Okay. Well, since there's not really any side quests or anything, I guess we'll just go right into the story.
Otto, how fares the
Those
realm?
hunts can wait.
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe?
Those
Not that you
banana
are to blame
peels.
for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies,
Fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
All roads lead to Waluigi. Oh, Waluigi. Even the purple sky leads to Waluigi. Oh, I'm sorry.
Is a storm coming soon?
Oh, I'm only a little sorry.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashyyyk at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Clive! Quick look.
Ah.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts from the front.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under...
I can't do it. The music is something else.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashyyyk, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
A Kashyyyk, but different.
Ultima's thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
We could leave.
The two soldiers were killed.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
That thing...
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
Don't leave me, Pa.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
I'm sorry, darling. I truly am.
You more. I guess we had to have a reason to come back out here, huh?
Clive, look!
I see them. With me! Stay down!
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Where the hell did that thing go?
Stay down!
I was not expecting... Oh wow, he bamboozled the shit out of me. Jill's tied up on this thing. Oh, really? Again, this is one of my more disliked enemy types in the game. Yeah, Gouge just ain't doing it for me, man.
Let's try. Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Why was he looking at me when he said milady?
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Where are we at on our timer? Oh, we are overdue for a break. Let's get over to Martha's Rest really quick. Yeah, we gotta help out our friends in every region, huh? We're gonna take a little breaky break. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. That break turned into me taking 20 minutes and posting a post that I'm going to regret.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
don't really feel like I need to prioritize it. I feel better
There are as many as Martha says.
having taken that longer break. Let me give you all context. So, I guess I gotta keep it quick. On the Silent Hill, one of the Silent Hill groups I'm in, someone made a post being like, hey, I got the HD collection. Does that make me a fake fan? And most of the responses in the thread were actually pretty good, but there's always this... Damn it. That went even faster than I thought it was going to.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Okay. So anyways. Yeah, of course there's gonna be some shitheads on there that are like, oh boo, HD collection is worse than cancer. And I'm speaking in hyperbole, of course, but that's like kind of the sentiment they give, right? This thing needs to be avoided. And it's just something I've never agreed with for the HD collection, at least on the PS3. I feel it's fine. Like, is it the best version of the game? Absolutely not. Never has been. Is it the one that I would recommend if people go play? Not if they have other options available to them. But I'm also not going to treat it like it's better not to play than to play that.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions.
Yeah, I figured by the outfits.
We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. but we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Cycle over. Oh shit, we almost got it.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Nice ride.
Mad dogs.
What are you after? Much obliged. That all, is it?
Okay, so it's only Karen that sells the last elixir.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Just patch me up as quick.
Being able to essentially have a re-raise is huge.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
I actually didn't mean to release that so early. Kuma's mainly for health. No, not the chocobos. Oh, okay, we're just gonna get stuck. Oh, I was like, what the hell just happened?
Something's coming.
It's an Ahriman.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Ow.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Boy, this place is getting hammered.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Oh.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis.
Oh, wow.
Might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Okay. So we have a Kohai now. This is what I'm getting from that. Oh. This place is rough. Y'all might want to clean him up.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
You know, even during all this, they still find ways to discriminate against the branded.
Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Cid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard. Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more?
We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What are you doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same.
Oh, that was Sid's contact, okay.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Your own... Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
What a ding-dong.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants. Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt. It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
It's all right through his shit.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike. She saw right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch. I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
Stay down.
They mean to overwhelm us.
It's over.
The Sultan. I did that mainly to get up faster since I missed the swift recovery. This doing that gets you right back on your feet.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah. Look, Clive can't do everything. I will say I
seem to have things under control.
Don't have a lot of gas left in the tank. I know we took that big break. That was like a good 20-25 minute break for me to type up something I already regret doing. But the dude said, well, if that's all you got, then fine. Because I left a pretty short reply to his initial set of messages that I called hyperbole. And told him he'd never be satisfied. And he's like, well, if that's all you got, fine, but LOL, you're coping.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
And that
Here you are.
I shouldn't have read it.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Because it set me off. So I wrote like a 7 or 8 paragraph response, just picking it
I was
apart.
wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you. Even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Beans.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Was Jill not coming? Oh, there's all sorts of new shit that just dropped. Only one new hunt, and it's really not even a big one. Ooh, shit and hellfire, and I bet you... Oh no, okay, this is just here. Right. And none of these unlock anything. I'll do it for the quest points. But admittedly, this might be another one of those sessions where, like, I do everything up to when we would progress the story, and then not progress the story tonight.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites.
Way to recycle a quest, Yoshi.
I'd be only too happy to lend you a hand.
Yoshida.
So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Well, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
I'm so glad she saw through that bullshit.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbricois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbricois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
It seems the hideaway has lost its...
Clive, coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding. Lady Karen, how's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade, then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Oh. Dudes, what the fuck, man? Gotta do a little pre-talk
I spoke
hop.
with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Good job, Clive. You done bamboozled yourself.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all straight. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-near.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff.
But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Minidole's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. Very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo.
And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
They forgot something.
That's right. We're Miss Minidole's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididole and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
It's the fact that they're looking at him walking away. They're like, hold up. Maybe he's an idiot. Oh. That's
We're all
funny.
gonna die! You hear me?
I heard the Emperor was in...
How the fuck does he run this place? Himbo energy. And a big sword.
Seems the hideaway is lost it.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission in exchange for full tuition, room and board. They asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else, it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
They're very skeptical. Ah, beans. So, well, we can get some of the side quest shenanigans done. We can't get all of it done here without progressing the story, so we probably gonna have these bleed into tomorrow. Because I'm running out of steam pretty quick. Ooh.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Well, we can't really travel around freely, so alright, well, I think that's pretty much everything. So,
Did you see that?
alright, we'll pick up with this lovely view for tomorrow's session. Well, shit, won't be tomorrow, it'll be Sunday. Either way, for our potentially last story session, maybe? I don't think the sky looks that bad. Like, yeah, it's been grimaced a little, but there's some light up there. Either way, y'all, I'm gonna save. But yeah, be safe, be kind, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Shit, Sunday. Bye.